This is a great honor for every fan of the Dallas Cowboys. I'm honored to be in the NFL.
What can I say? Mamba out.
All right, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to the afternoon show presented by ESCN. I'm Chris Gonzalez, joined by Tony Gonzalez. How's it going?
Going pretty good. Going pretty good, man. We got a lot of stuff going to be going on this weekend. The World Series starts up on Friday, and a lot of college football, NFL, good UFC. Got a lot of stuff coming up this weekend. Like I said, we're going to cover some college football and Thursday night football, and we're going to do a few Sunday games because I'm not going to be here tomorrow. And but the first thing I wanted to start with is a little bit of NBA, and a big story broke this morning, coming with the FBI and the NBA and everything. Portland head coach Chauncey Billups and Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier have been arrested as part of a pair of wide-ranging investigations related to illegal sports betting and rigged poker games, involving the mafia. But I mean, I guess this stuff's been going on for a while. The investigation is. I know Rozier was investigated a couple years ago and was let come back to the league a few years ago. So, Chris, your thoughts on this? I mean, a head coach. I don't know if he was. The thing that is, if you're involved in illegal poker games, I mean, how far away you are involved with doing something with the NBA and the league and involved in that. So, I don't know. It don't look good for them two players, and it definitely don't look good for the NBA. Not bad look for sure, especially just starting the season. Chris, your thoughts on this?
Yeah, it's a little strange because Rozier got cleared by the NBA. So, like, when that stuff came out, they investigated, they cleared him. And he's been playing, and like he's been all right. And he's making like $26 million, $26 million this year.
Yep.
Playing. Well, now he ain't gonna be playing. He's been put on leave. Him and Billups both been on leave by the NBA. Billups, what he's been charged of is rigging poker games.
Yeah,
saying that he was helping cheat during these poker games, which is crazy to me. Some of the stuff I heard them talking about, like that people might have had glasses where they could basically see through cards. They were using like a special card that it just looked like regular cards to everybody, but with these the glasses they were wearing, they could see through the cards, so they knew if you didn't have your cards covered up or when you were holding them up or you didn't have them covered, they would know what you had and shit. So hell, I need to know where they get that stuff. I could use that for our family poker game.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, man, this is crazy. Which, I mean, Rozier's not a big surprise. His name's been mentioned before. So that name, but Chauncey Billups being accused and being arrested, that's pretty crazy. And I know it necessarily don't involve NBA games, or at least not at this point that we know of.
I wonder what Rozier, because like the NBA done an investigation and cleared him, but now he got arrested as part of this. So that's what is weird to me. How did he get cleared by the NBA if the FBI has enough on him that they arrested him?
Yeah.
So that's kind of weird. And then Billups just kind of came out of nowhere, because I mean, you never ever hear anything about Billups being in trouble or doing anything. So and then he finally became a coach, and I figured he'd get turned around over there in Portland, and then now this happened. So now he's going to be probably won't be coaching again, I would say.
Yeah, I would say he's done. Do you think Rozier's done?
See, I don't know, because like I said, he got cleared by the NBA, so I don't know what you know what I mean, like what they have on him. That's what is so. That's the most intriguing thing to me, is he got cleared by the NBA and was playing. So why did the FBI know that the NBA didn't know? That's why kind of strange to me. So I
Yeah.
just think it depends on what is the stuff the FBI knows different than the NBA, or is it the same stuff and the NBA cleared them on it? But if it is serious enough for him to be arrested, why would the NBA clear him?
Yeah.
So you know what I mean, that's the part that don't make a lot of sense to me is how do you get cleared if he's getting arrested?
Yeah. It don't make a lot of sense. It's not a good look for the NBA at all.
There's just not enough information out about it yet.
Yeah, it's pretty early. Like I said, it broke. I don't know what time, but sometime this morning. Uh,
I saw it about probably about 9 o'clock this morning. I turned on Get Up and that's when ESPN
okay.
Reported it.
See, I didn't see it. I was asleep, and I didn't see it till I got up and took a shower and then turned on McAfee, and that's when I first seen it. They had that one reporter, that they have on. Hell, I can't think of his name now, but
Shams, yeah,
yeah, Tom.
Get Up in the middle of it. Greenberg said we have breaking news, and he said what it was, and he said Shams was going to be on in like 5 minutes to talk more about it, and then Shams was on there. But yeah, it was right around 9. I don't know, a little after 9, somewhere around there, probably when it first broke on the like ESPN and everywhere.
Well, we'll follow that and keep everybody, when we hear stuff and let everybody know about it. But it sounds like this story's going to be going on for a while. Chris, let's move on to some college football. Some
Hey,
decent games this week.
what's up, Joe?
How's it going, Joe? Uh, let's go to the first game, and this game is intriguing. I know the one team doesn't have a great record, but has played really great as of late, and especially since they fired their coach and got a new coach, and that's UCLA at IU. IU having a great year so far, number 2 in the country. But UCLA was like 0-3, 0-4, something like that. Fired the coach, brought a new coach, and they have played, been undefeated since. They've won, I think, three or four straight. Really running the football well. That's the main thing they do. The quarterback's a dangerous quarterback. He can run. I think this could be a tough game for IU. I think IU needs to get off to a good start, and I think their defense has been good, but I think this is a good test for their run defense to see where they're at, because UCLA has ran the football on a lot of teams. Penn State's had problems of late, and some other teams. I mean, they're averaging almost 200 yards a game since they run in this new coach. I think over 200 yards a game. So, Chris, what do you think about this UCLA at IU this Saturday?
Yeah, I'd lie if I said I wasn't worried a little bit just because of what UCLA was able to do against Penn State. But I mean, how good was Penn State? I mean, you see what they've done now. What happened now? I know they end up losing their quarterback, but that didn't happen until after they already lost a couple games. After the UCLA loss, UCLA their offense can score some points. I think Indiana's defense will be able to control them a lot better than what Penn State and some of these other schools have. Indiana has one of the top defenses in college football so far this season. I expect Indiana to win the game. I think they're going to keep running the ball like IU does. They're going to try to run it straight at them and then hit those passes. So yeah, I feel good about IU. I think they win it, but it is a game where, like, if IU's not ready, it's definitely a team that's capable of pulling off an upset. We've seen them do it. But, I don't with Signetti. I just don't see IU falling into that trap of not being prepared.
Yeah.
So yeah, I expect IU to come out and I think they'll win. I think we'll win by at least 10 points.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. I think it could be by more towards the end. UCLA, even though UCLA, if they can run the football well and control the clock, then they have a chance against IU. But the thing of it is, if IU can shut down the run a little bit, I don't know that UCLA can shut down IU's offense. So that's the thing. I don't think UCLA is up to par on defense to stay with IU. So yeah, I like IU too, but I am curious. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to listen to it on the radio. I'll be on the road, but at that time I'll be in Chicago, probably coming home at some point around that time. So, but yeah, I think IU will be fine. But I'm interested in see how IU handles UCLA's run. Next game up, I have Syracuse at Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech, number 7 in the country. Syracuse, a decent team, but it's at Georgia Tech. I like Georgia Tech in this one, even though there's been some teams that undefeated teams and have fallen when you didn't expect. But I think Georgia Tech wins this one. I don't know if Chris, what do you think? Do you think Georgia Tech is a true number 7 team in the country, or do you think they're a little overrated?
I don't know if I think they might be a little high at 7, but I mean they're a pretty good team. But if you can stop the run, you could have a chance to beat them, or a good chance of beating them. The problem is it's hard to stop their quarterback from running the ball. That's where they kill people, is with their quarterback running. But yeah, but I don't think Syracuse. I agree with what Devin's saying right here in the comment. I don't think Syracuse is going to have a whole lot of chance. That they have a backup quarterback in as well. So, but yeah, I don't agree. I agree with you. I don't think Georgia Tech's probably should be 7. But yeah, I think they win this game. I was going to pull up the spread, but I was having trouble getting my phone.
I think Georgia Tech's probably top 12 or 15. But I mean, you never know. Once they get a chance to, if they get in the tournament, get a chance to play somebody with a higher seed, more in the power conferences, I guess, stronger teams, they might prove themselves. So I mean, it's hard to say. I've seen them play a couple times this year. They look pretty good. I still question: are they going to be big enough up on the front lines, offensive and defensive lines, to compete with a Georgia or teams like that? So Ohio State and even IU this year, because IU definitely got bigger and stronger.
Yeah, Georgia Tech's a 16.5-point favorite.
Well, I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like giving up that many points, but I like Georgia Tech to win the game. Next game up, Chris, we have number 8 Mississippi and number 13 Oklahoma. I know we're at Oklahoma. I don't know if their coach, if their quarterback's completely back. I like Mississippi in this game. The only thing is how Mississippi reacts to that loss last week to Georgia. But I think Mississippi does okay, and I think Oklahoma was a little overrated. Not a lot, but I think they were a little overrated. Of course, the quarterback got hurt, so it's hard to say. But I like Mississippi in this game. What about you?
Well, real quick, the sports books aren't giving UCLA too much of a chance because they have IU as a 25.5-point favorite.
I would not take IU and give up the 25 points.
I think IU wins by 2 scores, but yeah, 25.5 is a lot of points. I like Ole Miss in this game against Oklahoma. I think they bounced back from their loss last week to Georgia in a game that it wasn't like they got blew out. They were in that game and kind of fell apart there in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
Oklahoma, I think their quarterback is starting to get healthier. He looked a lot better last week than he did the first week. They kind of rushed him back against Texas. But yeah, I think Ole Miss is a little bit better of a team, so I'm gonna go with Ole Miss as well.
Okay. Yeah.
Ole Miss is actually the underdog.
Really? Well, I think I'd bet on that.
Yeah, they have Oklahoma as 5.5-point favorites.
Mississippi's quarterback ain't hurt or something, is it?
I don't know, not that I know of. I'd have to look.
Mississippi's number 8 in the country, and Oklahoma's 13. Which I mean, they do that sometimes. It is at Oklahoma, but man, I think I like Ole Miss in this. And to be that much, it's not a 2-point or 3-point. Like you said, it was like 6.5 points.
Yep.
Man, I wonder if somebody's hurt. Let's move on. Next up, number 4, Alabama at South Carolina. I know this is a rivalry game, but I don't think Alabama will have too much problems with South Carolina, even though it's at South Carolina. So I like Alabama in this one.
Yeah, I like Alabama in this one as well. I think Alabama might be maybe the right there, maybe the third best team right now.
Yeah, they're right there. Yeah, I mean, I know they lost earlier in the year to Florida State, which is not a great loss, but they've played some pretty decent teams since then and have proved themselves. Their defense is getting better and better. So yeah, I like Alabama too. Um, Next up, let's go number 15 Missouri and number 10 Vanderbilt. This is a tough one for me because Missouri played Alabama really tough. Uh, and Vandy's a good team. I mean, they got a big win last week, beat a ranked team. I'm gonna go with Missouri in this game. I don't know what the point spread is. I think it might be a little bit of an upset because Vandy's 10 and Missouri's 15, and it's at Vanderbilt. But I think I'm gonna go with Missouri.
Vanderbilt's a 2.5 point favorite at home. Yeah, I think this is going to be a real good game. Man, I don't know who I
It's a
can
toss
see. I
up.
can see either team winning, but I'm gonna go with Vanderbilt being at home.
Okay. Next up, another tough game, I think. Number 23, Illinois at Washington. Washington's a pretty decent team. I mean, I know they're not ranked right now. I think they have been ranked maybe in the top 25 when the kind of like Illinois 23, 24 at one point this year. Washington's a pretty decent team. I like Illinois though. I think I'm gonna go with Illinois, even though they're going to be on the road to Washington. Um, I'll take Illinois in this one.
Yeah, Washington's a 3.5 point favorite at home.
Okay.
I like Washington being in Washington. I'm gonna go with Washington.
Okay. And got a couple more games here for the college. I got number 22 Texas at Mississippi State. Um, I'm gonna go with Texas on this. I know that they've been up and down offensively this year. Mississippi State's a decent team, and it is at Mississippi State. But I'm gonna go with Texas. What about you, Chris?
I was trying to see what the line was on this. It's hard for me to take Texas to beat anybody right now. the way the way they've been playing. I mean, hell, they got lucky to beat Kentucky.
Yeah, yeah, they didn't look good at all against Kentucky. How they beat Kentucky, I don't know.
I can't find. I ain't having no luck finding it on here right this second. I'm gonna go with. I think I'm gonna go with Mississippi State.
You're just trying to piss off Jay.
See if I can find it on here real quick. Maybe if I go to more. I don't know why sometimes they don't show you all the games on here.
Yeah. Do you have a site that you go to get the scores? Because I have trouble getting all the scores sometimes. I was going to ESPN on Saturdays for college football scores, but sometimes they leave out games too, or at least it's hard to find some games. And I'm not talking about like Ball State or something like that. I find that easy on ESPN, but sometimes there'll be maybe not ranked teams, but a decent game, and you can't find the damn score.
Yeah, I usually go to Google.
Okay.
Let's see. It's Illinois, Washington, Minnesota, Iowa. See it? Oh, there it is. They have Texas as 7.5 point favorites on the road. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Mississippi State being at home. Like I said, Texas has been struggling, and they very easily could have lost last week to Kentucky.
They should have. Okay, got one last game, Chris. This should be a pretty good game, even though LSU's fell a little bit. They are still 20th ranked in the country. They have number 3 Texas A&M coming to LSU. So number 3 Texas A&M versus number 20 LSU. LSU's defense is not as strong as it once was earlier in the year. Their offense really hasn't come around either. So I think I got to go with Texas A&M in this one.
Yeah, Texas A&M is a 2.5 point favorite on the road. I like Texas A&M in this game as well. LSU has a good defense, but they can't score Their offense can't score points. and I just don't see LSU scoring enough points to beat Texas A&M.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. Well, let's just shift over to some NFL. Not going to do the whole schedule, but we'll do a few games. Thursday night football. Let's start with that. We got Minnesota at the LA Chargers. Um, Seen the Chargers last week. They didn't look great on defense against the Colts. Offensively, they got going, but it was when they got into a situation where they had to pass only. I think they have trouble running the football right now because of injuries. Um, Minnesota's not looked bad, but I'm gonna go with the Chargers here at home. I think the Chargers get this one. What do you think, Chris?
Uh, yeah, this is a little bit of a tough one for me because Vikings aren't bad, and I think I mean, honestly, Vikings could have beat the Eagles last week if they would have played any good at all in that first quarter and a half of that game. Uh, Chargers have been up and down. Beginning of the year, they looked like they might be one of the best teams in the AFC, and then since then they've had some injuries, and even before the injuries, they've been some inconsistency. You're right, their offense did get going a little bit in the second half against the Colts, but in the first half and most of that third quarter, their offense couldn't hardly do anything, and their defense had trouble. But most teams have had defense have had trouble against the Colts
Yep.
this year. But I think I'm gonna go with the Vikings. If as long as Carson Wentz don't turn the ball over, I think the Vikings have a good chance of winning this game because of their defense, and they're healthier on the offensive side of the ball than what the Chargers are.
Okay. Next game up, Chris, it's an interesting game, and I tell you, I almost picked the upset here because of the way they've been playing. Got Buffalo at Carolina. Carolina's really good at home. Buffalo's big problem is stopping the run, and Carolina's averaging almost 200 yards a game in the last 3 games running the football. And then, like you said yesterday, I think it was yesterday, Carolina's really good at home. They struggle on the road, but they're good at home. I originally had it marked to take Carolina in the upset in this, but then I shifted back to Buffalo. They're coming off a bye. They got to get going. So I think it could be a close game. I wouldn't be shocked if Carolina beat them, but I think Buffalo wins, maybe with a field goal. But I think Buffalo holds on and wins this game. So what do you think, Chris?
Yeah, I think it'd probably be a better game than what a lot of people think, but I think Buffalo wins. Buffalo coming off a bye. Also, before that bye, they got handed to them pretty good by New England, if I remember right. Wasn't it New England?
Yeah, they lost New England, and they lost another one. They lost 2 in a row, I believe.
Yeah, but yeah, I think they get back on track this week. I don't think it'll be a blowout. I think it'll be a close game. Like you said, Panthers they're good at home, and they've been on a roll running the ball. Buffalo's definitely going to have to be able to stop that run. But it's hard for me to bet against Josh Allen against the Panthers offense. So I'm gonna go with the Bills.
Yep. Next up, I think it's an interesting game, and actually, it was Cleveland at New England, and I would take Cleveland if it would have been in Cleveland. And I know some people might think I'm crazy. I think Cleveland's really going to go after New England's quarterback. They still give up sacks. They give up 4 sacks last week. So the quarterback does have some issues not getting hit. He takes a lot of hits. So, and Cleveland's going to come. I just don't know. I give New England the advantage because it's in New England. If it was at Cleveland, I would be tempted to pick Cleveland. Um, and the Cleveland's running game has gotten better. That's what's helped them a little bit. It's helped the rookie quarterback. The rookie running back has Judkins. But I think New England will be a little too strong for them at home. So I'm gonna go with New England.
Yeah, I'm gonna go New England as well. I think it's going to be a good game. I don't think New England blows them out. Cleveland's defense plays better at home than what it does on the road. So with it being in New England, I'd favor the Patriots.
Yep. Next game I have up is the New York Giants at the Eagles. Last time they played, I think the Giants beat the Eagles by 17. But of course, that was not at Philadelphia. But Giants have looked good the last few games, even though they completely, absolutely choked that last game, being up at one point 19-0, and lost in the fourth quarter, giving up 33 points. That does worry me a little bit how they're going to come back and react after blowing a game like that. Sometimes that can break a team, but I just have a feeling, and it could be the wrong feeling. I got a feeling Giants beat them again, even though in Philadelphia. Even though I do think Philadelphia is going to come out, I think they've changed their. I don't think they're going to try to run the ball that much. I think they think they're a passing team now, and that's what they're going to do. And that could make or break them. We'll see. But I like the Giants in this one. I know most people will think I'm completely crazy, but that's where I'm going. What do you think, Chris?
I like the Giants in this one as well. Giants very easily could be undefeated since they made the switch to Jackson Dart. They lost the one game to the Titans where they turned the ball over four times in the fourth quarter, and then they lost a game to Denver where they were up by 33 points or something at one point in that game, and Denver didn't score any points. If I remember correctly, until the fourth quarter. So, and if they can just, they're a young team that they got to figure out how to close out games. I said this yesterday, and I know. I think Jay thinks I don't know if he thought I wasn't being serious. I know Frankie knew I was being serious. I think by the end of the year, the Giants are going to be the could be the second best team in that division.
Yeah.
I really do. I think the Giants could end up being better than Washington.
Well, yeah.
And I think they could be better than the Cowboys. So, but in the Eagles, I've been up and down. I know the Eagles are. I know the Eagles are. They've been up and down, but they've been winning most of their games. And this was kind of the same way they were last year. But yeah, I like the Giants in this game. Even if they don't win the game, I think they definitely cover the spread. But I think they're going to win it.
Yeah, that's where I'm going, and I don't disagree with you about the Giants, especially since Washington's quarterback is hurt. He's going to be out for a while. He's hurt for the second time. Who knows how he's going to be when he comes back? So I think Washington, and plus they ain't had the McLaren all year so far. He's not coming back this week, I don't believe. So I think Washington's spiraling out of control to a certain degree. Dallas is up and down. They're a good offense, but you really can't depend on their defense. So now, if Dallas could straighten out their defense, they would be okay. I just don't know if that's going to happen.
Well, I knew Jay thought I was crazy saying that I think the Giants will end up being better than the Cowboys, but they played earlier this season. If I remember right, that game went to overtime.
Yep.
And that's when Russell Wilson was the quarterback of the Giants, and the Giants look like a totally different team since they've made that change.
Yeah, the Giants are definitely playing a lot better football now. Like you said, the key is, can they start winning games? Can they close out games? So we'll see. But yeah, both of us picking the Giants there. Got about 3 more games we're going to go over, Chris, and then we'll get out of here. Tennessee at the Colts. I just don't see Tennessee. Even Tennessee don't have a terrible defense. I know a lot of people say they're trash. Their defense is not that bad. They just don't have much help with their offense, and they're on the field all the damn time. So I just don't think Tennessee can score enough points against the Colts. So I think the Colts wins this game pretty big. What do you think, Chris?
Yeah, the Colts beat them by 20, if I remember right, earlier in the season at Tennessee, and I look forward to be pretty much more of the same in Indianapolis this time. I think it's going to be a lot like the first game. I think Indy pretty much dominates it.
Yeah. Next game up, Chris, we got Dallas at Denver. Denver at home is a pretty solid team, pretty good. But I like Dallas's offense. I'm going to pick an upset here. At least I think it's upset. I assume Denver's the favorite. I'm going to take Dallas. Going to pull one out. They're going to get upset victory over Denver. Wait.
Denver's a 3.5 point favorite. And it's a tough one for me because Denver's offense has been real inconsistent. That they got their defense is pretty damn good, but their offense has been inconsistent. Like they didn't do nothing. They didn't do nothing for 3 quarters the other day, and then the fourth quarter they exploded. Uh, I think it's going to be a close game, but I'm going to go with Denver. I think being at home in Denver is going to be the difference in the game.
Okay. And the last game I had down, Chris, was Green Bay at Pittsburgh. Of course, we know who the quarterback is there, and definitely history there with Green Bay. Um, I know Green Bay's like 4-1-1. I'm not sold on Green Bay. They haven't looked near like they did the first couple games of the year. I like Pittsburgh in this. Well, now Pittsburgh's defense sometimes can look bad, and maybe Jordan Love can take advantage of it. But I'm going to go with Pittsburgh at home.
Yeah, I'm going with Pittsburgh as well in this game. Green Bay has just not been that consistent. They have the Packers as a 3-point favorite on the road. And I think Aaron Rodgers is going to have a big game. His first game against Green Bay since he's left Green Bay. So yeah, I'm looking for Rodgers to have a. I think Rodgers has a big game here. So I like the Steelers at home.
Yeah, I think if Green Bay wants to win this game, they've got to shut down Pittsburgh's running game and make them one dimensional. The running game for Pittsburgh has gotten a little better of late. So we'll see there. I did want to go back to Denver real quick, just for a second. What is Denver missing, Chris? Is it lack of running game? To me, I still don't think. I know they've got Cortland Sutton. I still don't know if they've got that receiver that they need, the go-to receiver that they can count on to get open and make that catch. I think that's what's missing with Denver. What do you think's missing with Denver?
I mean, maybe they could use another weapon, but I think it's Bo Nick's still developing. I think there's still times where his play isn't consistent. I think once he gets a little more consistent, that offense will start running at a higher level. But I do agree with you. They could use another weapon to help free Sutton up as well. But yeah, I think their big thing is just they got a quarterback. It's his second year, and he's still a little inconsistent.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I kind of forget Nick's was only a rookie. I think it seems like he's been in the league already for 3 or 4 years to me. So yeah, that's probably a lot of it. But well, Chris, that's all I've got. You got anything before we get out of here?
No, nothing I can think of. You were mentioning about all the stuff this weekend. Real American Freestyle Wrestling is also this Saturday as well. If you haven't checked that out, I would encourage you to go check it out. I watched the first one. It was real good, and I'm looking forward to checking it out Saturday night.
Yeah, if you like collegiate wrestling or Olympic style wrestling, if you're into that at all, this will be right up your alley. And it's done a little bit differently. I mean, a little bit of showmanship added to it. It was the first one was real good. I agree with Chris. I really enjoyed it. So I think this one will be better because I think the matchups will get better as they go. So yeah, I can highly recommend. I think it's on Fox.
Fox Nation.
Fox Nation is where they. So if you got Fox Nation, if you don't have it and never had it, you can. I think they do maybe a trial thing that you can get it for free for like 7 days, I believe. Still, so might get that. Check that out. So yeah, it's pretty good. Good UFC. This I think it's a pretty good card.
Yeah, starts like at 2:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah, 2:00 in the afternoon. So I think it'll be pretty good. So a lot of stuff. World Series starts Friday night. Chris, again, who you taking? You taking? I can't remember. You take Dodgers or Toronto?
Oh, I'm gonna go with Dodgers.
I don't want to. I don't want to go with the Dodgers, but I'm rooting for Toronto. I ain't gonna lie, and that's hard because I'm a National League guy. But I can't root for the Dodgers.
Yeah, it's I just don't. The way Dodgers been playing, in the playoffs. I just don't see anybody beating them.
Yeah, they've lost one game in the playoffs, so yeah, I don't either. So, but come on, Toronto. That's who I'm gonna root for. I won't be here tomorrow, but Chris and I believe Jay will be back tomorrow, and who knows what they'll talk about. But we'll, you never know when Jay's around. So, everybody have a good afternoon, and don't forget we have a big show tonight. Face or Heel Pro Wrestling Talk at 8 o'clock on Gonzo's Sports Room / Wrestling Room. So check that out.
All right, we appreciate everybody watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. What the hell? Come on.